What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Quinn Wade, Quinny W20 here, coming to you with a discussion video. Everybody running around here saying Chris Paul ain't the best point guard, Steph Curry the best point guard. You see me putting Steph Curry ahead of him in the MVP race. Steph Curry, I said a couple years ago that he gonna pass Chris Paul up as the best point guard in the league. But I really want to be honest about it. When you look at how they play, you look at the teams, and you look at how Chris Paul have been carrying himself this year, I don't think it's like out of the reach to say Chris Paul is still the best point guard in the league. It's kind of crazy to say that because how Steph Curry been playing. He been playing better defense. He been turning the ball over way less. He been knocking down shots. And Steph Curry is more efficient than he has ever been. But Chris Paul is still efficient. Chris Paul is still taking over games. He's getting double-doubles. He averaging 9 assists a game. His points are down, but Chris Paul never been a player that cared about scoring 20 a game. We all know if Chris Paul needed to score 24 points, he just did it in 2 games ago. If he needs to score 20 a game, we know Chris Paul can go down there and get 20. But Chris Paul playing a team offense, he's passing, making sure everybody getting the ball. He picks his spots when he wants to score. He has a high basketball IQ. He's still playing great defense. He's going for the steals. He's staying in front of his guy. He's going under the screens. He's going through the screens. He's picking off the loose balls. He's hustling. He's playing with energy. And he's just been efficient, just like Chris Paul. I mean, just like Stephen Curry. He's shooting 48% from the field and 40% from the three-point line. Chris Paul, I don't think it's just all over the place. I don't think that Steph Curry is like heads above Chris Paul. I still think some people can. I won't be mad if somebody said Chris Paul is the best point guard in the NBA. But Steph Curry is taller. He can shoot better. He's a more of a scoring point guard. Chris Paul is more of a pure point guard. Like Westbrook can score, he can take over games, but Chris Paul can take over games and make the right decisions and get everybody involved while still getting 20 points. He's still getting 10, 11 assists. Steph Curry gets 10, 11 assists every now and then. He usually get around 6 or 7. And I think Steph Curry averaged around 8 assists. Chris Paul almost at 10. He had 9.6. He averaged 9.9 for a career. I'm liking what I'm saying out of Chris Paul this year. His efficiency has been, he's just been picking his spots when to score. He's coming off screens. He's taking the shots he should take. He's finishing in the paint. He's using floaters. He's coming off screens, knocking down a jump shot. He's coming off the screen, looking for the open guy. He's pushing the ball up in a fast break. He's making the extra passes. He's just playing good offense and good execution. Chris Paul just been playing some efficient basketball. He even he averaging 9 assists with less than 3 turnovers a game. That's crazy. The average 9+ assists and average less than 3 turnovers. Chris Paul is just as efficient, as smart as they get. I'm going to say that Chris Paul this season is close between him and Steph Curry, but I don't think it's like Steph Curry without a hands down. Steph Curry is pretty much putting up the same numbers as he put up last year. It is that his team, the #1 team in the NBA. His defense has improved, but his IQ has improved. But I think it's close between Chris Paul and Steph Curry as the best point guard. I did say this year or next year, Steph Curry is going to be the best point guard in the NBA. And he pretty much proved me right when I said that. But Chris Paul, I still think is a top 5 player in the league. I think it's LeBron, KD, Chris Paul, Curry, Anthony Davis, or James Harden. But that's my top 5 right now. I ain't going to put James Harden over Chris Paul just yet. But James Harden is coming for that throne right now. He's coming to be from a top 10 player to a top 5 player. Let me know what you guys think. Is Chris Paul the best point guard in the NBA? Is Chris Paul better than Steph Curry? Or is Steph Curry way better than Chris Paul now? I just want to know what you guys think. I just want to give you my take on this situation. I still think Chris Paul is tied, or he's just a little bit weaker than Steph Curry. I think it's a real close fight between them two for the best point guard position. Let me know what you guys think. Comment, like, subscribe, and share. If you're new to the channel, check out my older videos. If you like this video, you like my older videos, subscribe. Quinn Wade, Quinn W20 signing out. Peace.